January began with controversy as the State Board of Health approved the test tube clinic at Norfolk General. Traffic Judge Vernon Hitchings called it quits, and the Myra Obendorf challenge of the Norfolk Senate election and Governor Dalton's gas tax were the main topics in the General Assembly. Portsmouth Mayor Richard Davis said he would not run for the city's top spot, but former Delegate Joseph Leaf announced in February he would run for Norfolk City Council. The ERA ran into stiff opposition in the state Senate and again went down to defeat, while inches and inches of snow covered all of Tidewater's streets. The First Lady came to Richmond in March, while a man who spent much time in the state capitol, former Delegate Bernard Barrow, added Judge to his name. A proposed low-income housing project threatened to rip Hodges Manor apart, while in April a tornado did just that in East Ocean View. Area clergymen tried to bring Christians together in Washington with a rally for Jesus, while helicopters from this area failed in a raid to free the hostages from Iran. City council elections brought new faces to Virginia Beach and a new mayor to Portsmouth in May. That was the same month the Atlantic Hotel burned to the ground in Virginia Beach, and the Norfolk City Jail erupted in a riot that was settled peacefully. Also in May, Harborfest brought thousands to the Norfolk waterfront, but President Carter and the returning Nimitz group brought thousands more to the naval base. In June, coal became a hot topic as ships began to line up in the harbor and racial tensions became hot when 87-year-old Laura Kelly was shot and killed by a Norfolk policeman. In July, Busch Gardens brought Italy to Tidewater, and Norfolk began to warn that water supplies were getting tight. Newport News gave city manager Frank Smiley the heave-ho, and Norfolk asked for voluntary restrictions of water flow. Racial tensions grew in August in Matthews County, where a white deputy sheriff shot and killed a black man while making an arrest. In September, former Langley Air Force Sergeant Leonard Matlovich was ordered reinstated to the service, although he admitted he was openly gay. And Rosalind Carter came to Tidewater to campaign for Jimmy for a day. October meant more water problems as Suffolk got into the act, and the governor was reluctantly declaring a state of emergency while Norfolk was putting in mandatory restrictions. Ronald Reagan charged up Tidewater Republicans as Norfolk wells on Navy property outraged Suffolk citizens. A gay publication in Virginia Beach libraries caused a huge ruckus that still isn't settled, although a November referendum asked that it be banned. The elections also returned all local incumbents to Congress, caused a battle between political allies in which Irene Walker squeaked out a victory, and of course the presidential landslide. A group in Tidewater formed to fight moral majority, while Newport News lured Portsmouth City Manager Robert Williams across the James. In December, Norfolk Sheriff Charles Levitt said he'd step down, while Henry Howell charged the Democrats for making all the party's liberals frown. I Love America fell flat on its face, and John Lennon's memory lingered with his music all over the place. Richard Davis said he wanted the state's second spot, and the return of the Eisenhower Group made a cold Christmas warm and hit the spot. Mike Deason, Area 10 Eyewitness News.